This game is sponsored by Chrysler. Our comeback begins. And by Coca-Cola. Join Coca-Cola now and make a cheers for charity to benefit the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Some of the artwork that is in and around Cowboy Stadium put there by Jerry and Gene Jones and the Jones family. There are thousands of people outside this stadium. You see the heat lamps. It's chilly outside. It's in the low 40s. Watching on the big screen. We're waiting to get the official attendance count. As the Cowboy franchise from Jerry Jones aims for a Super Bowl record here tonight. Second down and 11. Over the middle. Dangerous pass picked off. Intercepted by Jarrett Bush. A collision with Mike Wallace, and Jarrett Bush comes away with it. Jarrett Bush is just reading Ben Roethlisberger. And as soon as he sees the crossing route and he sees that that's where Ben wants to go with the football, he drives on it. There's still pretty good coverage underneath, but Bush was the guy who was free in coverage to read the quarterback, look at it, see where he wanted to go, and he attacked it and made a nice interception. Roy Polamalu has to go get his helmet. Roethlisberger's reaction to his second pick.
Green Bay.
One went for a touchdown. This one ends the drive. It gives Green Bay great field position at their own 47. Greg Jennings trying to get him involved. Mike Taylor with a good tackle.
Don Capers always said that he really felt that they were going to have to get a couple of turnovers, takeaways in this game to have a chance to win. And I know that, you know, in listening to him, he really thought it would be more along the lines of knocking the ball out from Rashard Mendenhall. Felt that he tends to carry the ball a little bit loosely, but you know, we've seen it all season. We've certainly seen it in these playoff games. These guys on the back end for the Green Bay Packers are ball hawks, and they go after it.
Starks in the backfield on 2nd and 7. Let's count it. Green Bay picks it up, and there's Jordy Nelson already has a touchdown, and now adds another first down, good for 17.
Really great protection up front. And James Starks, who has done a nice job in postseason of running the ball, and now he's going to be asked to step up in there and pick up the blitz. He does a good job, and then on the outside, Bryant McFadden, who had left the game, is back in, even with injury, and that's who Aaron Rodgers said, we want to go after. When he was with the Arizona Cardinals last year, Aaron Rodgers went after him, and he said he's coming back for some more, and I'm going to give it to him.
On first down, Starks carries it, stays upright, cuts upfield, and carries for a first down. An impressive run by the rookie. It was basically unheard from during the regular season. Coming up, don't miss the Bridgestone Super Bowl 45 halftime show starring the Black Eyed Peas, right here only on Fox.
You know, you really see what the interception does, Joe. I mean, Pittsburgh had a nice drive going. Looked like they may be able to come away with some points on that possession. They throw the interception, and immediately Green Bay turns it around and is right back in here in position to come away with some points of their own.
Approaching the 2-minute warning here in Arlington, over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Greg Jennings.
Look at this route, and here's what we talked about coming in. They put Greg Jennings in the slot. He's here, and then look at Ferrier. He's the guy who has to carry that up the seam. Greg Jennings just goes right by him, but a perfectly thrown ball because Aaron Rodgers has to beat the safeties in with a pass. But that's what Mike Tomlin talked about all week long to his defense. Greg Jennings, third receiver in,
He is going to run down the seam, and that's where they're going with the football. We've got to be able to cover that, and they didn't cover it there. 21-3. Jared Bush set it up. He didn't have an interception all season long. An extra defensive back at number 24 in a collision in there with Mike Wallace comes away with a pick. And then Aaron Rodgers has thrown for 2 touchdowns in this game. Completes for 21 yards to Jennings. Earlier, 29 yards to Jordy Nelson.
I tell you, looking right there, Ryan Clark comes within inches of being able to get a hand on that ball. If Aaron Rodgers leads Jennings to where he makes a perfect catch, there's a good chance that ball's intercepted. That's a great job by Aaron Rodgers, knowing what the coverage was and knowing where the ball had to be and where it needed to be placed to give his guy a chance.
So the Green Bay Packers now have scored 14 points off turnovers. 7 of them immediately after the interception and the return for the touchdown by Collins. Now Bush sets up the 21-yarder to Greg Jennings. And now with 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first half, and 2 timeouts on the scoreboard, the Pittsburgh Steelers have got to get something going before halftime.
And how about Jared Bush, a guy who last year gave up so many big plays, but this year, because of the emergence of Sam Shields, the play of Tramon Williams, he's been able then to focus primarily as a special teams player, play the inside slot defensive position where he's best, and he makes a key game here in Super Bowl 45.
That's how dominant the Packers have been this postseason. Double-digit leads at the half, and they're looking at it again. Antonio Brown meets Brett Swain. 2:18 left in the half. The cable cam is sponsored by Bud Light. So now Ben Roethlisberger is forced to try and move the ball down the field, and that's where the Green Bay Packers, just like you always hear about the Steelers, they will line up, come get you. The Packers defensively were tied for the 2nd highest total in sacks, trailing the Steelers by just 1.
Well, neither one of these defenses are teams that you want to get down, like the Steelers are down right now to the Packers, because of all the blitz pressures and things you're going to see.
Clay Matthews right at the line of scrimmage. Here he comes. Lozell Adams blocks him. And the pass is caught. Antoine Randall out to the 40. 37 yards and a good start to this drive for the Steelers.
Sam Shields, he came underneath, and if he had just stayed back in coverage, he might have been able to make a play on that ball. He went after it, but Roethlisberger got it up.
Sponsored by the Chevy Cruze Eco, best highway fuel economy of any gas engine in America.